High performance isn't just defined by competition. It's also shaped by the moments when competition is taken away. Time away from the mat can change the way an athlete sees everything: their body, their process, and what it means to be ready. Welcome to Elite Perspectives. I'm Maurice Henderson, a massage therapist working in the Olympic movement, and this show focuses on the recovery side of performance. We're not here to revisit what happened or to define athletes by time missed. We're here to understand what it takes to return, physically, mentally, and professionally. Wrestling is one of the most demanding sports in the world. There's no easing into it. When you come back, you're immediately tested. Today's conversation is about that return, what it looks like to rebuild, to trust your body again, and to step back into competition with intention. I'm here with my good friend. I've known you for what, like 2 years now?
At least 2 years.
At least
yeah,
2 years. You want to introduce yourself to the people that are watching at home?
Yes. My name is Tiare-Lynn Ikei. I've been wrestling out here at the Olympic Training Center for about 8 years now. I'm a senior national champ, 3-time junior national champ. I've had the honor of competing at Youth Olympics, attending various senior national team camps, and yeah, had the pleasure of competing overseas quite a bit as well.
Sweet. How would you describe yourself as an athlete right now?
I would say I'm definitely heavily into my developing growth phase. I mean, I guess that's always been the theme for the past how many years I've been dealing with injuries now. But I think right now I've been able to attain the next level of my perspective as far as like who I am in wrestling and then what life is going to look like potentially outside of wrestling. But then taking all of that in and building the wrestler I am, and trying to take all of who I am and display that into wrestling and my style and my relationships. So yeah, definitely a period of growth, resilience.
That's fly. So speaking of relationships, you just recently got engaged.
I did.
Shout out to my guy. I don't know you yet, but
my fiance.
Your girl is fly, man. What is this time away from the mat giving you that you might not have had otherwise?
Way too much time to sit with myself. It sucks, but it's so necessary because there's just so many things I've had to face with being sidelined, especially like back-to-back injuries, small and big. It's very frustrating and very heartbreaking, and it really makes me sit down and question, like, what are my values? What do I want out of this? And what do I need to do to get to where I want to see myself? And so there's been a lot of conversations in my head, too many at some points, to where I'm really just trying to dial in what I can control during these times, because it just feels so out of my control a lot of the times. So being able to kind of pinpoint the things that are in front of me and the things that help me stay present, I think it's been like the biggest thing really about this time off, is being present in this moment in practice, especially conversations. But yeah, I think I'd say that.
That's good. And as you started to return, what's felt different in a positive way? Because you're making strides and you're getting back, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What's felt different in a positive way?
There has been so many, but I think getting rid of this all or nothing mindset, because especially going into this next tournament in Vegas, it's not the same where I'm looking at winning it all. It's more like I need to, one, stay healthy into this for the rest of this preparation, but also take it match by match. And they always say match by match, but this is literally the biggest difference of me coming back this time is if I wrestle one match, that's already a win. And then if the body's feeling good, then we'll keep on going. But at any point, my coaches and I have talked about this, my parents and I, it's like if at any point something goes wrong and I don't feel like it's beneficial to continue competing, like it's just going to take me out longer, then we'll just cut it there and take that as a win, just being in that environment again and being with the team and just experiencing that because it's been too long since I've competed domestically at a big tournament like this.
Yeah. So what helps you to feel like steady as you continue to like build back into your training?
Study is a tricky one, but I mean, my faith is my foundation, so that's always going to be what I fall back on. My family and my loved ones, as well as all the girls and you and this community around me, this whole circle, I think is the only true thing that is actually keeping me steady. Because everything else, I feel like, there's just so many components, so many moving parts.
Mm-hmm.
But the people who I choose to keep in my life and those that pour into me and hopefully I pour into them, I feel like it's the biggest thing that's keeping me sane. And
No, that's a big piece of it, yeah, because I mean, I don't think we get a chance to talk. I think it's become a little bit more of a conversation in like pro sports, especially around like the NFL, like around athlete psychology and sports psychology and stuff like that. Like, so we don't really get a chance to talk about that stuff too much. But what would you want other athletes to understand about returning after time away from their sport? And I feel like this can like speak to so many different people, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after so long, it's like I feel like it can go either way. It's like you either build up this sort of resentment or you take it as fuel to propel you forward into this next stage. And I think it's also very human to have a little bit of both of those, especially if you're competing at such a high level. And it's like you're choosing this hard, so it's like you can't really be mad at that. You gotta sort of embrace it a little bit. But I know for sure, like for me, all of this time off, it's like coming back into it. I realized that it's not gonna look the same. Like even if I have the same problems, the solutions are not gonna be the same. And I learned that the hard way.
That's okay.
Trying to apply that, but we learned.
Yeah, that's a part of growth, right?
Yes, and so I think that's like huge. Is you're not, even though you love the sport, not love the sport, but you, whether like you have surgery or just some sort of injury, there's something that takes you out, and then you're coming back. It's like you are, whether you realize it or not, like this different person, and I think to lean into that is going to be huge. It's such a big part of like this self-discovery journey, and it's definitely doesn't get easier. And so it's like to learn how to come back and how to listen to your body and kind of figure out how to be in tune with your mind, your heart, your body, everything, and especially your spirit, I think is a huge thing too. Just being very mindful of where you're at, where you're trying to go, and then all of those little steps in between.
Yeah, that's fire. And I know that there's, because your weight class is 112 or 117?
117.
117. Yeah, so I know that there's some people out there that are just like, trying to get to that point, and they've been watching you go through whatever challenges, ups and downs, and successes, especially if they follow your social media. Like, you're always positive and having fun. I know you guys are having a lot of fun right now.
We tried.
Yeah, the team just seems like they're really supportive, and that's one of the things that me and Kay talked about, the support that you get from the team. Even though it's an individual sport, like you guys get to train together and see each other, every day, 6 days out of the week almost. Mm-hmm. You have lunch together, you guys do stuff together recreationally, and so I feel like all of that stuff has to play into the positive aspect of what you get at this level,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fortunate. I mean, I'm really happy I get a chance to see it because I feel like a fly on the wall, getting to see all this stuff. And I could be following all of you guys as individual athletes on social, but to get a chance to see you guys, for the time that I was on the training center, and now getting to see people come into the space here and just still be able to find out how things are going, and it's been very motivational for me, man. It's good to see the human aspect of it, and then the elite sport aspect of it. It's pretty dope. Yeah, it's pretty dope. So, you want to add anything? Anybody you want to say anything to specifically, like just like your mindset? Did we leave anything out?
Um, I love the theme of like that we've been having the time off, the injuries, whatnot, the setbacks. I don't even like the word like setback now because it's like it's not really a setback unless you treat it that way.
Yeah.
But I just think like if you're in a high level sport long enough, you're gonna eventually start breaking down in some sort of way. Even burnout has been a huge topic of with just sports lacrosse. But yeah, if you can find the passion for it, and I think that's the thing. It's like people are like, I like you're passionate about something, but to like find that passion again, it's so important, but also so hard when you have all these other negative thoughts coming in. But I think it's just been a beautiful process coming in again.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
seriously.
back.
Yeah. What age were you when you started wrestling? See?
Oh man, I started going into my freshman year of high school. So what is that, like 14,
High school
15?
freshman.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, around that way. Man. So what would you tell her? Like she's experiencing this, so she's watching something. Like, what would you say to her?
do not lose faith. And really trust yourself. As hard as that is, but deep down, it's like you're gonna know what's best for you. You're capable of so much. And, really lean on your support system because at times it can feel like you're being a burden, but it's like that's what they're there for. And, you would hope that you'll be that for them too. And so just embrace those relationships and take the wins, small and big, because time is going to fly and like you're just going to brush past a lot of those. But I truly think you need to embrace the small wins more than the big wins because it just adds up. And that's where your resilience is really going to shine. And be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. There's enough pressure as it is.
That's fly. I'm sure she would appreciate that. She might not understand it until after it's all done, but I'm sure she would appreciate that.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Listen to mom and dad.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
they did good.
They did do good too. You're a fantastic person, man. And I'm not a qualifier, but I really like hanging out with you, man. I think the world of you. Yeah. All right, you ready for our rapid fire moment? All right, so first thing that comes to mind, I'm just gonna fire a couple of things. Something you appreciate more now.
Oh goodness. Food.
All right, good. Favorite part of being back?
Laughing with them teammates.
One thing that helps you reset.
Breath work.
Something you've become more aware of.
My pain.
Okay, that's fair, yeah. One word that describes this phase.
Humbling.
Deal, let's put a pin in it. T, thanks for joining me, man. This is the
Yes,
Elite
thank
Perspectives podcast. We I don't know, we don't get a chance to talk too much. We talk a lot at the table, right? But thanks for letting people in to walk through the library of your mind. I feel like that's important at times because not everybody gets the chance to have these types of conversations with people. So thanks for indulging my request.
Of course. Thank you for having me. It's always good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. But maybe we'll chat after competition. What do you think?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having. I mean, thanks for joining me again.
Yeah.
You know, and we'll talk soon.
Yes, yes. Thank you.